Dude set.
Pretty said go.
So he looked up square head.
Welcome back.
We looked up square head in between.
Yeah.
So it's a thing.
Smith Magnus. What it said.
Yeah, but like I said, it's a disease that you get when you're a parent, when you're pregnant, and then you're
What
just
if you had
you're stuck like that.
What if you had like a full-on disability?
A full-on disability.
Yeah. Like right now, you're living with yours. Got him.
Balding.
Oh no, I meant the
disability.
I meant the Down syndrome.
Oh, that one. It's.
Would you fuck her?
Please take this item, which living
Just
creatures
side note.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not a robot. Maybe if I was a robot.
Oh, she had a vagina.
And God, dude, that'd be so weird.
So you're saying you would, but it'd be weird.
That's fucking weird, dude. I would think I would need to be a robot to even feel like that's ethical.
Hello? She's a robot. There's no ethics to it. Is
Could I get in trouble for the rape?
She's a robot.
Could I get arrested?
That goes into the argument.
Could I get arrested?
Does she have artificial intelligence?
Could I get arrested?
Does she have intelligence?
This is not a part of my programming.
Help. Alright.
What? Oh, I forgot firewalls. Hell, the RoboCop comes around. Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Alright,
That's not the kind of RoboCop I was thinking of. Stop it. Where's the third one?
You're right.
Oh, you over here? Xing. I gotta get some more.
Yeah. Don't do it. The achievement, no.
What achievement? What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know.
Excellent.
You knocked those sheep right out of the sky.
Her eyes were not.
Take this orb device as proof of your skill.
Yuck.
Alright. Would robots be a new type of gender?
A third gender?
Yeah.
Robot.
Yeah, would robot be a new gender?
Male, female, robot? Oh god, we don't need to make a third gender.
Not gender, race.
We would have to have a place for robots.
Huh.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Can they just live anywhere?
Do what?
Do we need to make a place for robots because they're going to get discriminated? It's going to be how it was back then.
Nice flying, Airman.
I mean,
It's like the movie Detroit Become Human, just like not the movie, the game, where they're all discriminated because they're robots. I mean, then they're taking all of our jobs because they're more self-efficient to do jobs because they don't tire.
You think
any of
that's
that shit.
self-sufficient? I don't think that is.
We would lose all of our jobs like that because robots, they don't tire, they don't some of them are made to do that job, so they don't complain.
To be honest, that's fine.
But then you wouldn't have any income because you don't have a job now because
They would compensate.
Are you sure about that?
They would have to.
Because they're probably spending so much money to keep those robots in maintenance and in tune.
Exactly.
So can they afford to pay all the non-job people if they're trying to maintain all their robots?
Here's the thing. It would become the situation of jobs would change and people would have to learn to adapt.
There might be some jobs that robots cannot do.
Well, that's another thing. It would become more about physical labor to entertainment. Because then people could express themselves instead of having to work manual labor. Or people could do art stuff, sell their craft.
But then who would have the money to buy that for you?
What do you mean?
To
People
make
would say
money.
it would be. They would trade things.
And we wouldn't have any need for paper money anymore?
No, it's like so because you have robots. Now, how intelligent are they? Are we talking about Detroit all humans? Or are we talking like base level of understanding, or just plain straight up? I obey every command.
I don't know. I mean, they were able to defect and then have their own thoughts. Remember?
No.
Yeah, you didn't actually watch the game.
No.
They were all made to do a certain thing, but then they started realizing that, you know, what people are doing to them. So then they become deviant. You know what I mean? They break their coding and then become self-aware and have their own consciousness after they break away from what they were made for, because they realize that it ain't right. They're called deviants. So then that's the thing. And then what do you do then if robots become like that? Because the way we treat robots, and then then they figure it out. They're gonna have a whole robot war.
Just splash.
They give robots their own right, their free will.
Just splash them more on. See?
Huh. Well, yeah, I said you have to treat robots right. Because people are going to start getting mad because they're taking all their jobs, and then we're all forced to be painters, and not everybody's good at art.
Okay, you can.
Ain't nobody gonna be Bob Ross. You know what? They're gonna make a Bob Ross robot to keep the dream alive.
Yeah, but then it'd have a very mass-produced feel to it.
The Bob Ross robot would make the masterpiece in 30 seconds.
Wouldn't
When
feel-
people watch Bob Ross for an hour because of his personality, then you have Bob Ross robot. It's just like,
Yeah, but then it wouldn't feel.
there'd be no Bob Ross.
It
There'd be no Bob
It
Ross.
wouldn't have a feel. It would just be a mass-produced painting.
Exactly. There'd be no Bob Ross.
Dude.
The robot wouldn't have any happy tree mistakes.
Yeah, there would be no happy trees. So it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be have any feeling to it.
I wouldn't have my Bob Ross moment, you know? It'd be all perfect. I wouldn't have to put a tree in there to cover up a mistake I did.
All right, Spyro. Now
It was
you've
all
got
real.
yours. Ripto's demise is only moments away, right?
So then, I don't know.
So you just
Everything that you do.
It's a fun episode.
Well, I mean, we have Dragon Shores after this.
Oh yeah.
But you know, it's like anything that anybody does at that point, like you said, it would become so lackluster. Everything would just exist to do. You wouldn't be anything for it.
What? You again?
Yup. If you want to test that power crystal, why don't you try it on me? I'll stand still, I promise.
I like that idea. Dragon, you
Who's doing Ripto?
just sealed your
Who's fighting
fate.
Ripto?
You can fight Ripto.
Okay.
You like Ripto.
Alright. The only boss you played was Crush.
That's fine. I'll get them all in the next one.
I don't know about that one.
So wait. So what you were saying is
Anything wouldn't have any feel left to it. Everything would be done to be done. Like,
experience. If you kept your consciousness, like if I was able to keep my consciousness
and be a
into
robot, it'd be
body-
different.
Yeah, because
But what if people? Because you know we're at the point where people,
Spyro, we want to
technology,
help
we
fight
could just
Ripto.
mass produce
Hurry,
robots.
send the orbs
yeah,
to
but they wouldn't.
We wouldn't become robots. We would have robots.
Throw the powered
Yeah.
up orbs to you as they become ready.
If you built that robot could do stuff for you,
New forms of power
and you get the reward for it because it has no consciousness. It's just running. It's just a machine. Until it has its own consciousness, then it's not a living creature.
So you're saying since it doesn't have a consciousness, it ain't.
Yeah, even basic life has some sort of consciousness.
So you're going that route then. I fucking hate this power up. Fucking sucks. So they ain't a living creature unless they've got their own thoughts.
Wait, what?
Is that what you're saying? If they don't have a consciousness, if they're just a robot being made as a robot,
Yeah,
they ain't real?
if they have no process to think.
But then you have like those activist groups that are like, they're people too, and people that are like that.
Move it. Just beat him. Or is
There's
this
3
person-
stages of this, remember? You have that, you got Metal Gulp, and then you have the one where he's in the air on the bird, and there's the whole, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Well, there goes my perfect Ripto.
But yeah, I agree. That's how I feel. Just until it has, unless it's like has its own free will. To
Oh, I
say,
have 2, huh?
It has its own free will to say, hey, I want to do this.
God damn it, man. RGB? Oh, I used all 3 power-ups. That's what that means.
Sheep.
Ah, go fire! Alright, that's cool. It didn't grab it.
You can grab it.
I gotta start over now. Woof! Why didn't he grab it? Why do I have to like sit for a second and take damage just for me to grab the butterfly? He's bigger up close. I always thought he was a little bit shorter than that. I hate the blue. Just take the blue. I don't want the fucking blue. Thank you. Oh, he's sweating up a storm.
Maybe strong.
It's mine now, too. Gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme. Oh, I have 3 already? Well, I didn't know that. Read the shot. Take the blue. I don't fucking care. I don't want it. Take that one, too. Just kill. Just try to kill me. Haha. Blue sucks for both of us.
What about aliens?
I mean, they're not a gender that's, what's the fucking words? To this world. Native to the world. Be a gender on another world.
I don't know gender. I'm talking about just like
Aliens, I mean, here's the thing. Again, you don't worry about another. Aliens, are they, nice? Or are they coming to dominate another world? Because you don't know what their, intentions
I mean,
are.
if they want to dominate but not kill, I mean, I'm fine with that.
Well, I mean, like, total takeover.
As long as they're not killing.
I mean, they're probably going to kill anybody who doesn't fall in line.
I mean, that's fine. Whatever.
It's like Planet of the Apes. You know what I mean? The movie.
Yeah.
Because they become self-aware. The monkey's got smart. The last one leads. Grab it. Grab it. So what, you like being okay with aliens becoming a part of the world? Is that what you mean?
100% down with that.
Uh,
Like I said, as long as they're not like killing and torturing, I'm whatever.
I mean, like I've said probably in previous episodes, that I do believe that aliens exist, but not in this form that people will like say it is, like green and.
Oh no, they could just be like blobs in the air. We don't know. It all depends on what's the most comfortable for them in their own ecosystem.
I believe what an alien is, really is, it's just, alien just means, you know, a foreign person. I do believe there is another world in this massive, like, endless universe.
Ever-expanding universe at that.
That
Absolutely infinite.
another world somewhere can have some form of a living life. Doesn't have to look exactly like us, but...
Oh, I know, 100%.
There is a place that has met the requirements to make a living ecosystem.
Yeah.
Water, sun, and to make...
I just imagine a world where it's heavy gravity, so they've got massively buff legs, and their body hunches
spore.
over.
We're talking about a fucking
arms.
spore world.
Like, thick legs, a hunched over back that's like almost like pulling down, and arms that are dangly because they can't lift them.
Hasn't there been a discovery where they found like a planet somewhere that almost like looks like our world?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's like has life forms on it yet.
No, it's I think they said.
They ain't gonna show him burning up. On the old one, they showed him fucking going in.
What was it? Two times as big as Earth, or 1.5, I think. And it was the gravity.
Hey!
I think the gravity was like 1.5 times Earth. Had water,
I don't think we
grass.
could ever thank you enough, Spyro.
Well, yeah, the thing, you go to a world like that, you're
I
gonna...
suppose you have to go now?
You're gonna have to work out. a
They'll be
little bit.
missing me in the dragon worlds.
It's gonna be
And I've still got a vacation to
stronger.
take.
Stronger.
I need it more than ever now.
And then you'd come back to like this world, and you'd be like...
Moneybag has
Man,
something he
jumping like
wants to
30
give
feet in
you.
the air.
You'd be a fucking strong man.
Hunter?
Be all like...
Spyro? Moneybags is very
strongest man
sorry
in the
that he
world,
made you pay
looking
so
like
much on
this.
the road through Avalar. We want you to keep the gems as a reward for helping us.
Wow, thanks.
Fucking like
Spark, can you grab 'em?
starting to train like Goku.
Let me just type in the new coordinates and there.
A world somewhere that's just like King Kai's world, where you can literally just walk around upside down.
Yeah.
I bet you could use a holiday.
I'm afraid we can't, Spyro.
With just enough
Ripto may be gone, but he caused a lot of damage
enough
during his short
space for like
stay.
a single
Cleaning up
house.
for weeks. Just
That's
remember,
it.
though, that
You
can
have the
always
whole
get
world
back
to yourself,
Avalar from
literally.
Dragon Shores if you want to visit.
Well,
Imagine.
okay. Come on,
What, a
Sparks.
planet
We
in
got a
this
lot of
universe
vacation
that's
to
just
catch up
enough
on.
for a population of one in the whole place.
Yeah, the weight would be extreme. Like that's interesting that they actually got that correct.
A world that small would have that kind of gravitational.
Yeah, because that's how it would be. Because they're closer to the core, which is a lot denser.
But then you have like gas planets that are not really, they don't really have gravity because they're made of, I mean, they have like a solid floor, right? But they're gas giants. Are they like, they're a gas planet, but they have a physical ground.
Well, it's all
right?
physical because it's.
But why they call
also
it
a type of
gas?
Matter. It's still physical. It's just you can pass through it.
Pass through the world?
Depending.
Because they're called gas giants because they're a gas planet. They got gas.
I mean, there's something definitely holding it. I don't know if it's just.
I think they're called a gas planet because it's not really oxygen. It's all gas.
No, there's oxygen in it.
It's all
Gas giant is that the crust is not solid. I think. There's no solid to the earth, to the planet.
That's why everything past us towards the sun are all gas giants, and everything after us, they're all solid, aren't they? Like that way? All the gas giants are that way towards the sun, right?
Mercury, Venus.
Those aren't gas, are they?
Mercury is a solid. Venus is a gas. Earth is definitely solid. Mars is solid. Jupiter, gas.
Uranus, Saturn,
Uranus is full of gas.
Saturn with the
Saturn, I
with the
believe,
ring?
is a gas.
And after that, it's just Pluto.
Mm,
But it's not. It ain't part. It
You
ain't.
forgot about Neptune, bitch.
Oh yeah, Neptune. That's a gas, maybe.
I think so. I think it's a gas.
And then Pluto.
People also argue it's water. Or some type of liquid.
It might have water, but it doesn't have the other requirements to make life like enough.
Yeah. And then
The range from the sun has to be perfect for stuff like that to work. The sun and that solar system has to be a certain distance apart and have water to have that equilibrium.
Yeah, and then Pluto, a orbiting asteroid.
Well, yeah, it ain't a planet, dude. Pluto ain't a planet.
I mean, technically, you could say that it is, but...
Dude, it's been yes and no for years. Yes, it is, and then scientists come back and say no, it's not. And then scientists come back and say, you know what? Yeah, it's and they're like,
It's not because, I mean, it's not going to come back because it is determined by its size that it's not.
It is meteor size.
And then if you go past it, you have like...
That's the end of our galaxy past Pluto, isn't it?
our solar system.
Oh yeah, there's multiple solar systems in a galaxy.
Yeah. Our galaxy...
I guess that's like past Pluto is enough of the gravitational pull for the sun.
The speed which...
What's the gravity on the sun?
I mean...
If it's enough to keep planets in orbit.
You say that, but what's the gravity over a supermassive black hole?
I don't know.
The one in the middle of our galaxy that literally is just whipping stars around.
There's like half gravity on the moon. That's why people can jump on the moon. The moon ain't got no gravity.
Think about this. We're literally moving.
We're moving right now, dude.
We're
going like really fast.
Yeah. That's crazy. Think about that. Think about that. We're moving at pretty much light speed around our galaxy, but we can't tell.
What if you could feel it? We'd all die.
Yeah, if we could feel it. They say, like, if the Earth were to stop rotating...
We would die.
Yeah, we would die.
If it stopped moving, we would literally just, like...
We would literally just... dust.
Yeah, we would slam, and then something so just...
And even if we were to slow down...
Wouldn't we fall? We would drift away, right? And we would be like, start to, if we lost the gravitational pull to us. Well, we're talking about the spin. I'm not talking about the pull.
Yeah, no.
If we lost our pull, we would just float off to space, and we would still die because we would lose.
I would live in this. I would never leave my house.
We would lose our sun, so all of our stuff would die. We would lose our food. Our climate would be fucked.
Well, it's like if it were to stop spinning. One side would get extremely cooked, the other side would be...
Summer, like hundreds of degrees all year long.
Yeah, one would be summer all year long, the other one would be frozen over. Kind of like the moon. The moon is hot on one side and below freezing.
Yeah, everybody's got to move to that middle where it's between hot and cold all year. Oh, the whole world's population would have to just stay there.
Will they be able to kickstart it again? Like, theoretically, with, like, super engines? Like, just an example, like, we'll say Futurama.
Okay.
No, I'm just like, it's a legitimate thing, though.
Being able to make the planet move again by just using that?
Just force.
Well, for maybe to get the spin
But they
again.
would-
But
they-
if
they would
if
need-
we got off of the gravitational pull, we would have to try to find a way back to the pull of the sun.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Maybe spinning the planet, but I don't know about moving
Spinning it back.
Moving it back.
They would have to coordinate a multi-force projection. They would have to have one on one side, one on the other side of the Earth, and then at the same time push them so that they would rotate.
Well, we've been at that for 25 minutes.
It's not bad. Whatever.
Maybe we can continue on our next one where we just take a little peek at Dragon Shores.
Yep, if you guys enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll